Okay, after much messing around in town, I am to the Harborage. It was a part of a storyline involving the Prophet. That dude. I present to you a very short snippet of what I might make in the future a recurring theme. Drunk edition of Elder Scrolls and various other games. So let's get this party started, shall we? Hello, Mr. Prophet. I was going to forget your name because I don't associate calling people Prophet that often. Unless you play Crisis, and then, you know, Prophet's a cool dude in that too. You should have been called the Hermit or something. Okay. Oh boy. Talk to the Prophet. That seems like a reoccurring thing in this game.
I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige.
Okay. Vestige is my name. As you may have noticed, I am a sword and board now. I am a Templar. I am actually taking the Templar path of being a guardian as well as healer to mild degrees. You have nothing. You have nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Bookshelf. That is impressive. That is amazing. It seems like almost anything that I do in this game gets me skill points towards stuff that I'm wearing. But this actually does look like it's pertaining to warriors. Sometimes make the mistake of thinking that there are no tactics with a mace. They assume that the sword is all about skill and the mace is only about strength and stamina. As a veteran instructor of the mace tactics, I can tell you they are wrong. Well, obviously I'm using a sword, so I guess I could kind of learn from this literature, but moving on anyway. What do you have for me, Prophet?
Welcome to the Harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it.
Okay. That's what should actually go there is... okay.
Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past.
You want to teach me something else? Man, this game is just crammed with lore.
Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment.
Okay.
Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
Will do! Thank you. Let's go. Let's do this. How much time do I have? Okay, about 14 minutes.
Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life.
Cool. How do I walk? I want to walk.
The Moth Priests took pity upon me and
Walk.
brought me into their fold.
Movement.
I was weak and near death.
Hop out. How about that? Right there. Bind. Yes. Sweet.
It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study.
For being a Nord, I'm not that much taller than you.
The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
Oh, jeez. Prophet seems to be one of the previous player characters that might have experienced this game. Known as the Elder Scrolls.
The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
What does this have to do with me exactly? Apparently he's not going to say that. I'll say it for him. I only know that you are important, Vestige. These scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the 5 companions. Who are these 5 companions?
The 5 companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn.
The Dragonborn? Skyrim.
The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City.
Okay, if you want, you can pause the video, read that, get a little bit of lore for you.
You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind
Yes!
fool. It is time you met the 5 companions yourself and witnessed their fate.
Their fate? Whew! Oh, buddy! Let's go.
The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the king of worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner.
Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. My executioner. That's a key point right there, I guess.
These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
How could the Amulet of Kings turn Valen into one of the Dragonborn?
Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn.
Why did Valen want to be Dragonborn?
By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
Please tell me more of this Manamako. Bleh.
Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness.
Bleh, what happened when they performed this said ritual?
Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
Okay, let's do this. By the way, if you like what you see, which you honestly should, please do support the Elder Scrolls Online official release. Whether it be now or in the future when the game's $20.
Manamako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor.
This dude's
You
evil.
have my word.
Manimako's
It better
evil.
work, Manamako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Wow, you're boned. You're boned, dude.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
They're all boned now.
What's the meaning of this? Marco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
Nope.
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Mannimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the Plane Meld.
What's wrong? Okay. Akatosh gave Alicia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nirn. So long as the amulet remained on the kill of Alicia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. What happened next?
Mannimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts.
What happened to other companions?
Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Mannimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch Baal.
What of Abner, Tern, and Mannimarco?
Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Mannimarco and his worm cult.
Okay, and how did you end up in Cold Harbor?
When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Mannimarco got word of my interest and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
Oh, so you thought you were gonna do something, eh?
The truth is always a threat to evil men. Mannimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
You got it, buddy. Let's do this. Leroy!
Long ago was
Just
written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in a massively multiplayer online game. The attention to details for even the sounds too. Just immaculate.
The Lord of brutality and domination is successful. He will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity.
Well, then I guess we should fight this evil, yes.
And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage?
You know what? Let's go see what's over there. No, we cannot go over there. Oh well.
And so it falls
Let's
to
go
us,
back.
Vistage, as you say.
Yes.
And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now.
You, sir, the prophet, have most definitely given me a lot to think about.
And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone.
So, what's our next move, Mr. Prophet?
We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met.
So, we're going to rescue Lyra Steinborn, huh?
Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
What should I do in this meantime stuff?
Minamako's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies.
Will do, boss.
Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Bistich.
Thanks for the mad loot, Pops. I shall be going for now, but see you next time in Elder Loots Online.